Hi, and welcome to Table 44, a podcast about life and the thing that sustains it, food. I'm Kat, and my go-to drink is a White Russian.
I'm Autumn, and my favorite drink is called a dirty bong water.
I'm Kayla, and I don't actually drink all that much.
This episode is about primarily alcohol, and disclaimer, Autumn has had a couple of drinks, and...
Well, we all have.
Yeah, but Autumn is...
Quite a few more.
Wine hits me way faster than anything else.
You did not just have wine. You cannot lie to them.
No, I'm not lying.
Do not lie to our audience.
Listen, the wine hit me first, and the Kahlua and Amaretto.
Yeah, she had a drink which we are dubbing witch piss.
I wanted to tell them about witch piss.
Go ahead.
Go ahead.
So, I made a drink called witch piss. It's,
I named it, because that's what it looks like.
Yeah, it's basically just amaretto and hypnotic.
Which, at that point, is it a drink?
More like a slew or like a slush.
Well, it mixed together pretty well, but it did taste like...
No, it didn't.
You made a face when you drank it.
No, I mean, like... I'm sorry. What I mean by that is that, it mixed together, mostly... But it tasted like their strawberry candies that grandmas have.
Anything of the same consistency is gonna mix together fine. It's the way that it tastes, which is the problem. And as the other person bold enough to taste this awful concoction...
I don't want anything
I want
to
to just go on record as saying it tasted like poison fruit punch.
I thought it tasted like grandma candies.
I think grandma... That's actually a disservice to grandma candies.
Hang on, here's a real question on them. Was your grandmother trying to poison you?
No, I don't think so.
You sure, bud?
Maybe my gran. Maybe.
Dark secrets today. Uncovered on Table for Four.
Every episode.
A podcast about life and the thing that sustains it.
But yeah, it was gross, and I only kind of regret making it, though. Because I learned something. Don't make this drink.
I told you not to make the drink before you made it. You were like, what if I did this? And we were both like, it would be gross. And you were like, well, I think I'm gonna do it anyway.
Yeah, because I wanted to know for sure.
I feel like you just had to use any amount of common sense, and then you would know for sure.
Listen, this is not the first time I've made a terrible alcohol mistake.
Then why do you not listen to reason?
Because my sense of reasoning when it comes to alcohol is put as much shit in that thing as possible.
That's bad.
That's a really bad sense of reasoning. It's crazy to me because you know how to cook.
I know how to cook, but I can't fucking mix drinks.
Really, you can't mix drinks? That's amazing.
Yeah, I, the inventor of witch piss, can't mix drinks. Tell us on Twitter if you like witch piss.
Nobody is gonna try witch piss. Not a damn person alive is gonna... If you are at home and you try witch piss, we are not responsible.
Disclaimer.
This is a disclaimer. If you are at home and you think this sounds like a fun thing to try, and you try it, and you fucking drink it, and you drink all of it, we are not fucking responsible for you making that stupid choice in your life.
After I said it was gross, and especially after these two have told you it's gross.
You don't even really need to think about it that hard.
Yeah, it's hypnotic and amaretto.
Well,
yikes.
Listen, I like mixing alcohols together and see how they taste. One time I made the worst hot chocolate ever. It was amaretto.
And hot urine.
No, It was
amaretto and hot witch piss.
No. It was
With marshmallows.
It was hot chocolate. It was amaretto. It was chocolate liqueur. And I made the mistake of also putting bourbon in it. It sounds like it would be okay, but it just was not.
Maybe you put too much bourbon in it.
Yeah, you really have no portion control.
She really doesn't. We watched her pour a drink that she is drinking right now, and she poured coffee creamer in the cup, and then she poured Kahlua, and I was like, stop. And she kept going, and I was like, put the fucking cap on the bottle. And then she started pouring amaretto, and I was like, holy shit, stop. And she kept going.
She put a lot of amaretto in
she before that last splash of amaretto, she might as well have just like turned it upside down.
Yeah.
I don't regret it because it actually tastes good.
Well, yeah, because it's not there's no hypnotic in there.
Cat still won't try it because it's in the same cup I used for witch piss.
Now, repeat that sentence in your head, and you'll know why.
It's because it was witch piss.
Listen, gang, it might seem like we're picking on Autumn a lot, but you did not see the horrors. The absolute terror that we saw. It shook me to my core. Chills up my spine. I won't be able to sleep tonight. I know that much. I won't. It just won't be able. It's not even possible.
Mm-mm.
Just because I made witch piss?
Yeah, I can't even. And you know what's really frustrating is I wish I hadn't named it witch piss because that makes it sound way too close to one of my usernames that I use too often.
Oh my god, you're right.
God, you're right.
It's like a couple of letters away from Witch Prince, and it's very unsettling.
Let me see if that's available.
What? Yeah, go ahead and change your URL to Witch Piss.
No, I'm drunk. This is a bad idea.
No, I think it's a good idea.
It's a really good idea.
I like being glitter wizardry. Although I wish I was glitter warlock or something else with warlock in it. But all the good ones are taken.
Try Warlock Piss.
No! That's definitely taken.
Okay, why is Warlock Piss definitely taken, but Witch Piss isn't?
You know what? Now that I think about it, witch piss definitely is also taken. There's some fucking freaks out there, dude.
Like you.
It's
Want the URL.
the only
I
problem.
thought it would be funny.
The only problem with an audio format is you can't see the looks that me and Kayla occasionally give each other when Autumn says something buck wild as hell.
It's so out there.
Because truly, it's like this moment of solidarity that I can't even put into words. It happens so often because Autumn says so many buck wild things.
It's just fun to watch, you guys. Just like give
Freak
each
out.
other that look. Yeah.
We literally just gave each other the look. So what are some of your favorite and least favorite experiences with alcohol?
Oh. Well, my least favorite is when I got a bottle of rose wine from the Biltmore house.
Oh, yeah.
And I drank the whole dang thing in one night, and I had work the next day, and I woke up, and I just barfed and barfed and barfed until I was like, okay, I can't barf anymore, time to go to work.
See, I thought it would have been... I mean, now that I know that story, I know it's that one, but before I knew that story, I would have thought it would have been, like, my 21st birthday.
That one was awful.
Kayla got really, really, really fucked up and blacked out.
Mm-hmm.
And so my 21st birthday, it was like me, Kayla, Autumn, and then another friend of ours, Jordan. We all went out bar hopping in Charlotte. We live in North Carolina. And so we went bar hopping in Charlotte, and here's the thing about Jordan.
She's the worst.
You have already had like 3 drinks.
Yeah.
That's when Jordan arrives on the scene, and she's like, "Hey, I'm gonna make you filled with alcohol."
She's like, you guys are already drunk after like 1 drink, and it's like our 4th drink.
Yeah.
It's-
She's like, "Oh, it's 1 shot of vodka, guys. Come on." It's like, Jordan, we've been
Please.
drinking for an hour. You
were just really late.
You're just really late. It's not that we have low tolerance. It's that you are late. It's happened to, like, us multiple times.
Yeah.
Where she's, like, arrived late and been like, "Oh, you guys, you're in your low alcohol skinny girls, am I right?"
Yeah.
It's just like, come on, Autumn. Come on, Autumn. I don't know why I said Autumn. I meant to say Jordan.
It's cool.
But what Jordan does is she makes, like, somebody her target.
Yeah, I was targeted. I was a victim.
And actually, my worst drinking experience is when I was targeted as well. So she targeted Kayla that night, and, like, here is some fun facts about that evening and Kayla. She texted her boyfriend a text that just said, "I'm?" It's "I'm" with an exclamation point, and that's it.
I think there were a bunch of other nonsense texts too that like.
That's
when
my
we-
favorite one, though, is
Yeah.
"I'm?"
When we read them the next day, it was hilarious.
Yeah, it was super funny.
Um.
She also was like, the next day, she was like, "I think Jordan was trying really hard to see me naked." And we were like, "No, she was just trying to get you to bed, you fucking sloppy drunk."
Oh my god.
She was trying to get your dress off so you could like sleep better because you had like
Like a lace dress or something?
yeah.
Something like that.
Yeah.
And you were like, "No, I can do it myself. And I can do it myself.
And
I
then
can
you-
do it myself." And then
And
you just kind of...
lied on the floor.
And she had to, like, put you on the bed.
Yeah.
And then that's how come the next morning when you were like... Because Jordan did not stay with us that night. She went home because she lives pretty close to Charlotte.
Yeah.
She did not stay with us that night. So the next morning, Kayla was like, "I think Jordan was trying really hard to see me naked last night." And both me and Autumn died laughing.
I really do not like getting super drunk because I say really dumb things.
Yeah, I don't like getting super drunk. I think, like, okay, like, normal me, at most, I'm, like, kind of flirtatious. You get, like, a couple drinks into me, I run straight up to thirst. Go up to Thirst Town, get myself a tall drink of water, if you know what I mean.
Ooh.
Ooh.
Also that night we were gonna go to Five Guys, but I don't remember walking from the bar we were at.
I don't
to
remember that either.
the epicenter. And
I
we went up-
don't remember that either, but I do remember Five Guys was closed. And
Yeah, I
I was
remember,
really
like-
upset about it.
Like, I remember leaving that bar where we had those good apple shots, and then the next thing I remember is going up the escalator and everybody being like, "Man, I can't wait to eat some Five Guys," and then immediately afterwards, "No, it's closed, we gotta go to Buffalo Wild Wings."
And
I've talked to Jordan about this night, and the way that I remember Buffalo Wild Wings is vastly different from her memory.
okay.
Here's how I remember it. We waited forever to get sat down. We got sat down with a lovely and beautiful and kind waitress who was great, but also we were behind like a bunch of annoying, shitty children.
Right.
That's how I remember it, and I remember them being like, kind of condescending towards me, a drunk person on her birthday.
Right.
And I thought to myself, if these kids weren't kids, I would beat the shit out of them.
You actually whispered that to me.
And this is how Jordan remembers it. We got there, got seated pretty soon. Our waitress was, like a nice lady. We were seated behind these perfectly mannerly people who were all adults. One of them bought me a shot for my birthday.
They did, but it was a fireball, so it was gross.
And I kept on whispering to her how I was gonna kick that dude's ass.
I think they were normal, but just a little rowdy, and
Oh my god.
but they did buy you a shot, and that was
I
cool.
don't remember that at all.
I don't remember that.
I don't remember that at all. I remember in my memory, the waitress brought it to me, and I was like, "Thank you, you're beautiful. I don't need this, but thank you."
You did say that.
You thought the waitress got it for you, but it was this guy?
Yeah.
Oh my
I just wanted to believe that this beautiful woman got me a drink.
Okay, this is how
She
I
was
remember Buffalo Wild Wings.
You don't?
No, wait, this is how I remember it. We go, I think there was a band playing.
Yeah, there was. They were playing Prince.
Yeah. Okay, and we sat down and Jordan bought me a drink that was fucking Venti-Sized.
It was not that big.
It was huge.
It was not that big.
It was gigantic.
It was like a thin, sort of long. It was like a normal sized cup, but it was really thin.
It was so much.
It was really not that much.
Anyway, I remember drinking that and then nothing.
I do remember on the way back to the hotel, me and Autumn were leaning on each other for support, and we were just ha, glad we're not as drunk as Kayla.
Yeah. At one point, I asked you while we were at Buffalo Wild Wings, Kayla, are you dead? And you just lifted your head up a little bit and then put it back down. And you were wearing sunglasses too, so it was really funny.
I was wearing sunglasses at night.
Yeah. You were. I do remember you wearing those sunglasses.
Indoors at night.
Oh my god.
I
What's
think
wrong
you're.
with me?
Well, I think you didn't want anybody to know that you were drunk.
That wasn't an indicator in itself.
Yeah. I remember when... Oh, and you guys kept calling me a NEET while we were waiting to get seated. To be fair, I was one at the time.
You were, and we kept reminding you of the fact.
Yeah.
The second time we went out to drink with Jordan, and I got targeted.
Oh,
no.
I remember this.
I wasn't there.
I had just entered a relationship with this dude. He was staying in a hotel in Charlotte, and I was staying with him for a couple of nights. And we all went out drinking with my friends so we could kind of get to know them and stuff. Jordan was late.
Of course.
Of course.
So the same thing happened.
Yeah, the same thing happened, and she was like, hey, Kat, drink some of this. Drink some of this, Kat. Hey, Kat, do you want another drink? I'll get it for you. Like she is deceptively sweet.
Yeah. She's so sweet. When I see her, I just want to, hug her, and she's so cute.
Mm-hmm.
But,
she's a demon.
she could probably convince me to do anything, I think.
Yeah, same. I've known her since I was 9.
Yeah.
And pretty much, yeah, same. So, I was targeted by her for the evening. And at one point, I was very, very drunk. And my boyfriend at the time, he got a drink. It was mostly bitters. And he was like, this is gross. I'm not going to drink it. I swipe it from him. And sometimes you know how you can pinpoint the exact drink that leads to your downfall. This was it. It was this coupled with the fact that earlier that evening I had nachos.
Oh, God.
So it was this drink that really solidified my doom, though, I feel. I take it, I swipe it from him. I swipe it right out of his hands. I look him dead in the eye, I go, pussy. And I chug it. Like, maybe 10 minutes later, I was like, mistake. I go to the bathroom, I'm like, I am gonna throw up. But I don't. I go home with my boyfriend that evening. I do not remember the way there. I don't remember anything that happened. But here is a detailed description based on him that happened after we got to the hotel room. We got to the hotel room. I took off my clothes and I was like, you and me are gonna fuck. Basically. Basically, I was like, we are going to fuck. Yes. And so I pretty much all but like tackle him. And then like midway through the seduction process, which according to him was actually kind of working, which like kudos to drunk me. I don't know how she did it. I was just like, I am going to throw up. And I leapt off of him towards the bathroom and missed the toilet by a mile. And just like projectile vomited, according to him. And at one point, he was like trying to clean it up, and he was like, oh geez, please just get your head in the toilet. And I was just like, just leave me to die. Which I think is the most in character thing for me to have ever have said.
Oh my god. That's really funny.
I have had a lot of good times while drinking, but those bad times, boy-oh.
Boy-oh.
What about you, Autumn?
I haven't gone out drinking enough with my friends.
That is very sad.
Yeah, but that's not what we're talking about.
You mean like my worst?
Yeah, what's your worst experience?
Like, I'm sorry about your life.
Yeah.
That's not the question.
Okay, well, so for my 21st birthday, I just got fucking completely wasted. I don't remember walking to my sister's car. I barely remember the ride home, and once we get to the house, I remember walking up the stairs, and that's it. I wake up the next day in bed, and I am in so much pain. My insides are burning because I have just the worst heartburn I have ever had in my entire life. My dad waits until noon to get me Tums. I pass out on the couch. The entire time I'm going like, in my sleep because I feel so bad. I barfed about 5 or 6 times that day. It was the worst experience of my life, but I have not gotten a hangover that bad ever since.
Isn't it the worst when you, like, wake up and you know you're gonna be sick and you're, like, sweating and...
That's only happened to me once.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
I think
like, even the morning after I, like, puked everywhere,
yeah,
it was less of, like, a, ugh. It was more of, like, a, what the fuck? Because I puked on the sheets as well.
Oh, no.
So I woke up in a bed with no sheets, covered with only my boyfriend's jacket. And I was butt-ass naked. And I was like, what the fuck happened while last night? I look across the room, he's like on the hotel couch. And I'm like, what happened? Like, I was mostly just like, what the fuck? And less like, I am going to fucking vomit.
because you had already gotten that over.
Yeah, I'd already gotten that all out of the way.
I think I also fell asleep with my shoes on that night. And they were boots. So,
on the bright side, and this is why I keep drinking alcohol, it's because I like it.
yes.
I mean, I like the way it makes me feel when I get the proper amount in.
Yeah.
It's very easy to be like,
Whoops, too much.
whoops, too much. Whoops, all berries. but like, I also just like how mixed drinks taste.
Yes.
Yeah, they're pretty good.
Mm-hmm. But it's also easy to make those taste bad by adding way too much alcohol. And I'm not gonna name names. Autumn.
Listen, there's a reason I'm not a bartender.
You know that, like, the drinks stop themselves, right? Like, they've got stoppers.
They do?
Yes.
I did not know that.
Yeah, it, like, measures it.
I did not know that.
And even if you didn't have, like, one of the, like, hose
You
things,
count.
you have to, like, measure it out.
Yeah.
It's not like you can just... It's not like when you work at a bar, you just eyeball it.
No.
No, I didn't. Look, I didn't think so. I just, like, that's how I do it at home.
That's completely different from a professional bar.
Right. One time I got a bottle of Bacardi Hurricane, and it was too, like, it tasted too much like alcohol, so you know what I did? I stuck a blue raspberry popsicle in it, and then it was good. And I got just way too drunk that night.
I could not follow that story at all. Which might be my fault.
I don't know.
Bacardi Hurricanes is like this blue tropical tasting drink, and you can just get it.
Well, I figured that because of the Bacardi part,
Mm-hmm.
and also the hurricane part. The name is sort of, it gives you a feel of the drink. That's what every, I think, drink name should do.
Yeah.
Witch piss.
It was the middle of summer, and I lived at the beach, and I had nothing better to do because I was a fucking NEET. So I just stayed up all night drinking Bacardi.
Beach neat.
Beach
You're
NEET.
a drunk beach neat.
I was a drunk beach NEET, yes.
Oh
That's
my
the
God.
dream.
It sounds like the dream until you realize none of your friends live near you, and you're just depressed all the time.
Wow.
Yeah.
Hey, you know, I really like keeping this podcast light and
yeah.
fun.
Yeah.
So when you mention something super heavy like that, kind of drags it down. You know what? There should be one moment of just something incredibly heavy like that in every episode.
Okay, here's one for me, but I think it's also kind of funny.
So it'll be like the salt sandwich from the last episode.
Yeah. The worst place I've ever fallen asleep is on a pool table in a bar.
Okay.
Were you just tired?
I was so tired.
So you just
I was
climbed on the pool table?
I was like 11.
Oh. It's like your mom's bar?
Yeah.
Okay.
Was
That story is a lot more innocent.
In context.
In context.
Yeah. Salt sandwiches and pool table beds.
It's the name of Kayla's autobiography. I'm sorry, I don't mean to laugh at your childhood.
I laugh at it all the time.
What is, like, off the top of your heads, lads, your favorite drinks?
all of my favorite drinks have really dumb names, like a buttery nipple.
Buttery nipples are pretty good.
They are pretty good, but that's just...
That's not, honestly...
It's not as bad as dirty bong water.
Yeah.
Which just tastes like a blue icy, and it's really, really good.
If you're wondering what some of these sound effects are,
I'm sorry.
Kayla has made herself a like alcoholic milkshake almost.
Well, it's sherbet.
Anyway, it's the sound of the clinking of the spoon and also her guzzling.
I'm
the
put me
drink.
on blast.
Yeah. Yeah, I will, actually.
Okay.
That's the sound of the ice from Autumn's drink. If it picked up.
It actually picked up?
I don't know. I can't tell. I'm not that good at reading wavelengths. Come on. Anyway.
Yeah.
Favorite drinks.
Boozies.
Yeah, I know you like them boozy milkshakes.
Yeah, they're so good. I just love chocolate.
I love pretty much anything with Kahlua in it.
Kahlua is really good.
Yeah, I think it's my favorite liqueur.
I can drink it straight.
Honestly, it's pretty good straight.
Yeah.
It's really sweet and tasty.
Pro tip, you can put Kahlua or amaretto or basically any liqueur you want as long as it tastes good into cookies instead of vanilla.
Really? Can you put in Hypnotic?
I would not.
Since you seem to think that's interchangeable with other liqueurs.
Disgusting.
Any,
I'm gonna pour some cognac into some cookies and see how that works out.
Please
that might
don't.
be okay. I don't know what cognac tastes like, actually. Ignore me.
Oh, Autumn. You're a peach. I also like things with peach schnapps in them. Like martinis that have peach schnapps in them are generally really good.
Yeah, I like fruity drinks.
Me too. I like fruity drinks and I like chocolatey drinks.
I like chocolatey drinks a lot.
What a surprise, right? Whoa, they're girly drinks.
Whoa, what a surprise. These girls love girly drinks.
Oh my god.
Wow. I don't like things with tequila in them. I prefer vodka.
I like tequila.
Unless it's like a margarita.
Margaritas are good.
Yeah. But I just don't like the way tequila makes me feel. As opposed to vodka. Vodka's got a good feel to it. I
saw someone eat one of the worms the other day.
Disgusting.
Ew.
Yeah. It was a fat worm.
It was a fat boy.
It really was. Oh my god.
Somebody told me that, eating one of those worms can make you hallucinate, but I know they were fucking with me.
There's no way that's true.
They were absolutely
I
fucking
do not
with you.
believe them, but,
Fun fact, Autumn will believe almost anything that you tell her.
That's true.
only if it's from my friends, because I want to trust my friends because I
You
care
shouldn't.
about them.
You shouldn't because we fuck with you so much.
Yeah, because of that. When will you learn?
Listen, I want to believe that my dad doesn't fuck with me as much as he does, but he does. He does just lie to me sometimes. But I know it's not just me. It's literally everybody
And
he
it's
meets.
not a malicious lie. It's just a...
I don't know. Sometimes they seem kind of crazy.
Really?
He told several of his coworkers that when he was younger, his uncle got stuck down the chimney trying to play Santa, and they burned him alive.
They believe him?
Yeah.
Is it so he's doesn't get invited to Christmas parties or something?
No, he just tells them that. He also tells people when my stepmom still had our little wiener dog.
Yeah. Wait.
She died.
Aww.
She got hit by a truck.
Oh no.
That's the second dark thing this episode.
When did that happen?
I thought that was
like a month or so ago.
I'm sorry about the doggy.
Aw, Sally.
Well, she wasn't my dog, so I don't really
Poor-
care. I'm not
She
that attached
was
to her.
sweet, though.
She smelled really bad.
Yeah, but she was sweet. She
Anyway.
can't help smelling bad.
Anyway, whenever we still had that dog, my dad would told a story to his coworkers that there was a deer, a buck, in our yard, and it impaled the dog on its fucking antlers, and these people believed him.
Oh, that reminds me of a story my dad told me once. I don't know if it's true, because my dad's just crazy. He said that once he was driving down the road and it had snowed outside, and there was this fence or a gate to a rich person's driveway, and it had a bar and then a spike and then a bar and a spike. And he said he saw a deer impaled on one of those. It had tried to jump through, but it just got stuck and impaled, and it was all frozen and stuff.
This episode's kind of dark.
Kind of.
Yeah.
That's the dark side of alcohol, friends.
Yeah, it's not all fun and games.
It's not all fun goofs about vomit.
Yeah.
No.
Sometimes it's dead deers.
You need to drink responsibly. Don't drink and drive. Don't drink and drive.
Don't drink and drive. Don't drink and drive. Don't drink and drive. Bacardi, don't drink and drive. This episode is sponsored by Bacardi. I would love to say that as a fact. That would be super great. Bacardi, if you're looking for sponsors, I don't know if you know this, but I am Puerto Rican. So, if you...
Diversity higher?
Well, no. If you know anything about Puerto Ricans, we fucking love Bacardi.
Oh, really?
Yeah, we love rum.
Wow.
Rum is so good.
I don't know much about alcohols.
You
Even
work-
though I work at the
Yeah,
bar.
I was about to say.
I just know what people tell me to put in it.
Oh, you know what's real good? Rum chata in coffee.
Is that like horchata but with rum?
I don't know.
I have no idea. It's like rum and milk or something.
Okay.
Or I
So
don't
is it
know.
like horchata but with rum?
I don't know what horchata is.
It's like a milky kind of drink.
Then
I
yeah, I
think-
guess so.
Milk and alcohol just sounds so gross to me.
Yeah, it does.
It does sound
There's
gross,
something
but it
that
works.
I really, really like. I know I said that a White Russian is my go-to drink, but that's just because this drink is not in every single fucking restaurant across the U.S. of A. There's this Cuban place in Salisbury, and
Oh, okay, I know.
yeah, and they've got like their own version, a Cuban version of a White Russian. It's called a Cubano Blanco. I said that's so white. I said that's so white.
You want to try again?
Yeah. It's because I'm a little bit tipsy, so like Spanish words come even worse to me than they do normally. Because normally I could say that not sounding as white, but because I am tipsy, it's not true. Cubano Blanco? There we go.
Much better.
And it's like a White Russian, but with like coconut milk instead of creamer, and rum instead of vodka.
Okay.
And
That
it's
sounds pretty good.
super good. It's super good.
I don't know. I don't actually like coconut.
It's really good, though. It's sweet and tasty.
That sounds really
If we ever
good.
go there together, I'll order it, and then you can try it, and then if
Okay.
you like it, you can have it as well.
Okay.
Because it is definitely my favorite drink of the restaurant.
If we go there, I will get one.
We should go there someday because their food is fucking bomb. I
Yeah.
love Cuban food so much, and like I like it a lot more than Puerto Rican food, which is I really like Puerto Rican food, right? But like it's so much pork. First of all, it's so much pork. Second of all, our rice and beans is like a shit ton of rice and then maybe like 2 beans. And as somebody who loves beans so much, it's just like so disappointing.
I don't like beans.
I like some beans.
They're like black beans. I like black beans.
Those are okay beans.
Baked beans are disgusting.
I like them.
Nah, it's because you're white.
Yeah.
It's because
I hate.
I like the
don't like-
commercials with the dog.
They're good commercials, but baked beans
Why
just
does he-
sound so gross.
Why
They
does he
taste
want to
gross.
steal the formula?
I don't know, because it's dog food.
Whoa.
Kidney beans are the worst beans. in
What?
my
I
opinion.
like kidney beans.
Lima beans are the worst.
Lima beans are definitely awful.
Yeah, they're so bad I refuse to eat them.
Yeah.
And I forget they exist on purpose.
God, they're so like dry.
Yeah,
It's
I like
gross.
garbanzo beans as
I-
well, because I like falafels.
I don't know if I've ever had one.
They're pretty good.
I don't know if I've had one, but
I like red bean.
We know you fucking weeb.
it's pretty
Nani?
good.
Nani? You are already dead.
Oh my wa, she did. I don't know if that's actually it.
It's something like that. I think it's like omae wa wo.
It's mole.
Mole?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's mole shinderu.
And then,
Omae wa mo shinderu.
yes.
Yeah, except for said less white.
It'll never happen.
I've been trying to learn Japanese on Duolingo, but I just can't fucking read.
It'll never happen.
I'm fucking dumb as hell and can't read.
It'll never happen.
This is the part of the show where we talk about social media.
Oh boyo.
Oh boy.
That time already.
Yeah. We're on Twitter.
Mm-hmm.
We're on Twitter at Table4Forecast. The first 4 is the literal 4.
The
second,
numeral.
the numeral 4. The second 4 is phonetic. And I know what you're thinking. Table4Forecast. That sounds like a weather show.
It's
well,
not.
Table 44 was taken, Table 44 was taken, and Table 44 was taken. So, we really ran out of options. But the hashtag is Table 44. First 4 numeric, second 4 phonetic.
Yes.
So, you can just use that as well, and we'll be able to see it. Do we want to say our personal Twitters? Mine is Mascaria Witch, which I realize now as I'm saying it might be a little bit hard for somebody to spell. It's Muscaria Witch.
I'm glitter wizardry. Just the word glitter and the word wizard with an R and a Y at the end.
Well, I think they know how to spell wizardry, and if they don't, that's kind of their own fault.
Yeah.
Kayla just blanked on her own Twitter. She doesn't know what it is.
I don't have my phone.
I have my phone and I can pull it up right now.
Is it still... Have you changed it at all?
No. I can't remember if it's like Minty or Mega.
It's Minty Magician.
Okay, yeah, Minty Magician.
Is it
Minty
Minty _ Magician?
That one.
Let's see. What should our interaction this week be? What's your favorite drink?
And
What's your worst drinking story?
Yeah, what's your weirdest concoction?
did you try Wish Piss?
Wish Piss. That's the new name. It's Wish Piss.
No, I like Witch Piss.
Have
Disgusting.
Are you suicidal? Did you try Witch Piss?
Oh my god.
What's another good fun question for the viewers at home?
Oh, let's see, for the fellas at home.
For those at home.
What is your traumatic childhood food-related incident?
What's the dark spot in your life?
Let us know down below.
Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, y'all.
Hit that little bell button. Get notifications.
I can't snap as well with this hand as I can with the other
Yeah, it's
one.
hard.
Table 4-4.
I can't snap.